Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is my, casual, sort of afterthought review of Lullaby for a Princess animation. Well, there was certainly a lot of positive things to be said about it, and of course, why not? Its animation is beautiful, it's so smooth and nice, and the images are just so spectacular. But however, there's definitely a few things that can be said about it that's not quite so positive, and in a way, those are the things that I sort of want to focus on in this video. So, I think I want to start off with a little bit of what I call glance analysis, where I basically look at the characters' expressions and say what I think they're thinking. So, let's get on with it, shall we? Luna, what's the matter?
Get away from me, Celestia! It's all your fault! Well, fine, be that way! Celestia, I hate you!
Luna, what? No, wait, don't shut me out, Luna!
I hate her, I just hate her!
I can't believe that she said that to me. Maybe she'll feel better after she cools off a little bit. Ah, dear, not exactly the best analysis of that, but I really don't like that scene. That scene just doesn't seem to work to me. It just doesn't. I mean, it's sort of understandable that when Luna has this blow up, quote unquote, at Celestia, that Celestia is like, oh, well, fine, be that way. This just doesn't seem to work to me. It's sort of confusing. It doesn't really work. But yeah, this is in a way something that these characters would feel, and it would obviously be very natural for Celestia to feel that way after, like, she's coming to Luna supposedly to try to help her, and Luna's just like,
get lost, Celestia, I hate you, and, well, fine, be that way,
would in a way be anyone's reaction to that, but this just doesn't seem to work to me. For starters, this just doesn't feel like canon Luna and Celestia. I know that they're supposed to be much younger than this, although the canon of the show in a way sort of says that they're not. They look and almost feel and act the same way that they do in the regular show. Yeah, but this just doesn't feel like them. It's like, I can't imagine Luna basically going up to her sister and say, I hate you, and everything. That just doesn't feel right. I mean, Luna was obviously very, upset during, the events of Nightmare Moon, but, that just doesn't feel right, to be honest. And not to mention that, in a way, this whole scene sort of breaks the song a little bit. The song basically says, oh, Celestia was so blind to everything that was going on that she didn't even see this was going on, and she did nothing to stop it. Well, in a way, that's not true. She saw that Luna was upset, she went into that room and tried to help her, and Luna basically kicked her out. I can't think of anything more that Celestia could have done in this situation. I mean, she could turn around and go through that door again, but all she's gonna find is Nightmare Moon. Ooh. At the end of the day, all this just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel like this is the way that these characters would really behave, and overall this just doesn't seem to work to me. Here Celestia is clearly aware of what's going on, and she's going to Luna to try to help her, so that kind of doesn't flow with the song a little bit. Yeah, and it's sort of another thing that sort of doesn't really flow so great with the song is the scene with the battle of Nightmare Moon and Celestia. It's like, well, Celestia's actually being kind of nice to Luna. She's wishing her well and everything, while Nightmare Moon and Celestia are trying to blast each other into a pulp. That just doesn't seem to work well there either. It kind of does, and it kind of doesn't. And sort of the last minor point of this whole animation is that they were able to produce these glorious images with all this great animation, but their title cards are really not that good. I would be expecting much better looking title cards than the ones that they're presenting here. But this is really a minor nitpicking kind of thing. It's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, sort of on a related note is that, yeah, this doesn't really reflect the canon of the show, and I think the simple answer as to why is that this has clearly been in production for a very long time, so by the time the episode did air that basically revealed what really happened, it was just too far along for them to change this. I'm sure this situation probably came up. It's like, we just spent the last 6 months animating this scene. We're not gonna go back and reanimate it now. But otherwise, this animation was incredible. It was awesome. It was cool. It really did connect with the song very well. It did flow with the song very well. There was a few times it didn't, but for the most part, it was awesome. This is definitely the video that goes along with this song, and I think that's in a way the best way to say it. And this was an awesome piece of work, and this video makes me very sad every time I watch it, but that's exactly what it's supposed to do, and it was so beautiful, it's so nice, it's so touching, so way to go, everybody that worked on this. You did an incredible job on this. So that is the end of my review of A Lullaby for a Princess animation. This is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.